Right guys, this is going to be a video regarding the Solstice of Heroes armour, more specifically the helmet. Okay, so the helmet states to masterwork it, you must complete a prestige Nightfall with a score of 200,000 points or better. Okay, so this is just a video of me soloing that challenge. For those that just want to see that run, then skip to the time on the screen. For the rest of you, I'll show you the card setup, the weapons and the subclass. Okay, so first of all, just to get it out the way, the prestige part of it doesn't really mean anything. Just Bungie's classifying, if you get 200,000 points in the Nightfall, that's classed as a prestige Nightfall as of now, right? I don't know why they even use the word prestige, to be honest. It's confusing. In terms of what we've got, this is talking to solo players, not fire team runs. Fire team runs are going to find this challenge easy, but for solo players, the options that we've got: Garden World, Tree, and the Arms Dealer. So Arms Dealer, Tree, I don't think these are as good as Garden World, since you can get all three shields, because obviously we're using match game. You're going to get all three shields within them all, but with Garden World it's minimized, which is a big deal. It's not going to slow you down as much, especially in something like Arms Dealer. You're going to be slowed down a lot by so many different rotations of adds, which means different shields to deal with. You know, so I do think Garden World, Tree of Probabilities you could make work as well, but I opted for Garden World anyways. So this specific day is Arc Day, but Void Day is approaching, so it made sense just to do a Void sort of setup. Having said that, doing it like a Void setup is more efficient in this anyways, since there's a lot of Void and Arc shields to deal with. We could have opted for Stormcaller. The problem that I had with that is that since we need the helmet on to complete this challenge, you can't put Tempest on, which makes a lot of sense. Top Tree, Stormcaller with Tempest is really good in this one, but we can't run that loadout. So what else are you going to do? You're going to do Geomag, Middle Tree. That's no good because it's not that really good for ad clear. It's good for boss damage, but we're not looking to get a lot of boss damage out. We're not looking to melt him within 2 seconds. We're looking to extend the fight and get a lot of points. So in the end, I just chose not to do Stormcaller. So when Void Day comes around, this is going to be even way better than the way I'm doing it right now. Like, my Recluse is going to be buffed, my Nova Bomb is going to be buffed. It's going to be even better, to be honest. Like I said, we're using Bottom Tree Nova, Vortex Greande, Healing Rift over Empowering for survivability. We're pairing that with Mountaintop, Recluse for ad clear, and Thunderlord for ripping down a lot of arc shields. The Recluse will be for Minotaurs and stuff, and ad clear. And Mountaintop's for boss damage. If you do not have Mountaintop, just put on a good kinetic sniper. That will do you just as well, especially at the boss. As for our armor, like I said, the helmet must be on. The rest of your armor pieces can be whatever you want it to be. Obviously put on Lunafaction Boots. That's going to help you out for the boss specifically, and maybe any key targets as well. That's effectively the build. On my class armor, I did kind of build out for it and put Primary Ammo Finder on and Recuperation for health regen and Primary Ammo Finder, so that I always have Recluse ammo. So that's sort of the setup and everything. That's only the run. So first of all, my audio for the game didn't record correctly, so I do apologise about that. That's why I'm commentating over it. I'm not going to commentate over the full run, since I've done a run very similar to this like 1 or 2 weeks ago. So that's the reason for that, but I'll give you an overview of what's going on for those that maybe didn't see that. So effectively, strat's going to be a lot of Devour Chains, going with Recluse, since that's quick ad clear. It's going to get us good points in a timely fashion. You know, if I was to use something else like a hand cannon, it's not going to give me the same speed as what I'm going right now. That's why I'm running an SMG. So if you haven't got Recluse, just any sort of god rolled SMG that you've got will do the job. Maybe not as good, but it'll still do the job. So we're going to do a Lunar Rift just to take down this Cyclops quickly, which there's 3 Cyclopses guaranteed in this forest. That's the thing with Garden World, that you get a couple of guaranteed targets. There's a couple of Hydras that come up later that are guaranteed as well. Likes of Tree of Probabilities doesn't have that. There's more RNG with Tree than there is on Garden World. That's why I prefer this for the 200k rather than that. Okay, so with this sort of plates, what we were hoping for was a lot of Fallen and Vex. Not so much Hive, since they like to hide a lot on these plates, which I've noticed a lot. So it's perfect that I'm getting likes of Fallen, since they rush you a lot. Plus I'm want my Devour Chain just to keep going and going. So perfect for that. With your forests, there's going to be RNG with this as well. We can't eliminate that, but you usually get on a 5 times multiplier. You want to be getting around between 50 to 65k. If you're getting like 65k, it means you're getting good RNG. You're getting hydras. Sometimes you get like 2 or 3 hydras per plate. Not per plate, but on one of the plates you might get like 2 or 3 hydras just popping up. Can happen. I've seen it happen, but you can't rely on that. Even if you don't get that, like I said, you can still get a 200k. There's not a lot, but there's a bit of a leniency with it. You know, even if you get a bad forest, you can still get the 200k on this. Another thing to note as well with the Infinite Forest is that all the modifiers are working as intended, apart from match game. So you can see I'm just ripping down these shields. Because match game isn't on right now. It's on, but it's not working accordingly, and it won't work until we get past the forest. Like that with the trade probabilities forest as well, same thing. So we can use that to our advantage. We don't have to start speccing for solar, you know, things like that. If you do end up doing this on Void Day as well to Warlocks, you might not even have to spec as much, because when Voidburn comes on, combine that with Recluse and then Master of Arms, it might just rip down match game shields anyways. You might be good to go, but I can't account for that since Void Day is not up yet. But this is a Void strat when it comes up. So with the Cyclopses, when you're approaching the last plate, you want to make sure that you're not caught out by them. Obviously, your final plate could be different to the one I've got. It might be more open, it might be more closed, but just be aware when you fight the ads on the last plate, the Cyclopses open up and can one-shot you without you sort of anticipating it. Just be aware of them and be aware of your plate and fight in cover if you need to while you're fighting the ads. Or you could kill the you could either snipe or mountaintop the Cyclopses first, then kill the ads, because they'll one-shot you. If you get a direct hit on you, it'll one-shot you and end your run. Okay, so now we're done with the forest. Now we're on with the actual run. So we end up getting the Cabal versus Vex rotation, which isn't ideal, but like I said, we may end up making it work. I would have preferred just the Vex rotation, since I can pretty much go for a quicker for it. But I mean, like I said, I still made it work in the end. Now we're specifically saving our Nova Bomb since the rotation that we're on. Coming up, there's a good time to Nova Bomb. That's why I'm keeping it. And when we go up here, we can take down the box before the shield comes up, which helps out to take out the Harpies. I'm going to skip some of those Cabal because there's Solar Shield. My Nova Bomb did slightly hit this Solar Shield though, so I ended up taking that Cabal down and then cleaning up around here of the rest. Since it's not good to skip too much ads, because then at that point, if you just run past all the ads, at that point you're just wasting score, you know. So you want to be trying to clear out as much as you can. Okay, so now we've got a lot of arc shields to deal with. So Thunderlord. Obviously, if you're using Thunderlord as well, like me, just don't spam it too much. You know, you want the ammo when you need it. Like now, I kind of need it because a lot of Harpies, and there's a couple of moments where I do really need Thunderlord, since we're not using a arc subclass. Okay, so to give you an overview for the rest of the run, like I said, I'm not going to commentate on the full thing, but the main strat is that, you know, I'm playing safe but playing quick, you know, having devour chains and taking things, not dealing with everything at once. That's the key. If you start trying to deal with everything at once, you know, if I try to kill the odds while the Cabal and the big guys hitting me, I'm going to end up dying even if I've got Devour, if they all hit me at once. So you've got to like deal with things accordingly. I use my Nova here just to get rid of it. I want to start building towards my next one, generate more orbs so I can pick them up, things like that. But once we get to the boss, you'll see, but effectively I'm going to play it super slow, and we're going to manipulate his HP like I did on the last time I've done this video, which was like 1 or 2 weeks ago. And we'll only do so much damage to him, and then there'll be a phase where we do a lot of damage to him but not kill him with Mountaintop, and then sort of go from there. Kill one of the Minotaurs. Obviously there's like shields, and if you leave one Minotaur alive, then the boss will just stand stationary. Just stationary, right? Then you can just melt the boss down effectively once you get your 200k, of course. If you didn't have your 200k at that point when you see me melt the boss down, then you would just leave him one shot, and then you would continue killing adds until you get your 200k. As long as you're below 18 minutes, you can still gain score. It'll half, of course, at the 15-minute mark, but that's effectively what you'll need to do. That was the bulk of the commentary anyways. I'll leave you to watch the rest, but hope you enjoy it. Thank you.